Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, because I know it's mostly you up in here, booski. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Amitrippinornawtarotbooking Now Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So Divine Masculine, yes, I'm here to do the what the fuck is up with your reading for the next 7 days. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it, so if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind, this may or may not resonate with every single Divine Masculine. Get no fit nuts. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests, where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark. Get the fuck on. Watch it on the way out. Hit the alley. You'll be back in Tarotland. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you, Divine Masculine, I don't know what the hell is going on with you, okay? As far as omens and signs, I went to go get some vegetables, right? And I swear I saw like 3, 4, 5 police cars, all with their sirens on, not just like patrolling the city, but they were all in a rush to go somewhere. And I'm like, karma is really playing out. Is what this feels, coming from all different directions. It was what it feels like, from all different ways, whatever, okay? So I don't know if this is someone receiving karma or a bunch of people receiving karma in regards to you, or you getting karma. I don't know, bro, okay? I feel like it's a bunch of people though, okay? Somebody could be fantasizing about you, Divine Masculine. Somebody's really attracted to you in that way. Men and women, I feel like, okay? You could be finding yourself attracted to or being attractive to both sexes in the next 7 days. Side note, okay? Somebody's also jealous of like how you make people feel. Like, you know, like how people gravitate towards you, or, you know, like people like to be around you, or you make people laugh or feel safe or comfortable or secure or some shit like that, or you just make people feel good, period. Somebody hates that shit about your ass, okay? Side note from that, let's move on. Give me some messages for Divine Masculine, how he'll be feeling about himself and the energy he's going to be in the next 7 days. Somebody's name is Bob, Bobby, or Robert. Yeah, they're only human. That's what's playing in the background. I'm only human. Yeah, that's why they're jealous and mad. They're only human. And you have like this divine like spirit or whatever that, like, you know, it just shines. Just shines. Yeah, I don't know. Give me some messages for him, please. Damn it. This is the birth canal card. It fell out, I guess this could be north or south. I don't know, depending on if you left or right-handed, but it came out vertical. So somebody could be having a baby, okay? You could be a new father, or a new father again, okay? Congratulations on your baby, okay? Or somebody's stuff busts wide open, G. I picked that up too, but I was trying to avoid it. Somebody out here get fucked a lot, okay? Where it's just no walls, okay? None, okay? Anyway, give me some messages for Divine Masculine here. For me? Not for me, not for me, not for me, is what that card is. That's also my I've been locked up card. That's my prison card. And Divine Feminine had somebody that was locked up in jail too. I don't know if they were getting out or going in, but they got a lot of time, whoever this is. So I don't know, you could be locked up, Divine Masculine, free the homies, but not all y'all though, right? And maybe your daughter or your son is coming to visit you, your family or something like that. Or if that's not what this is, somebody locked up, that's like you inheriting something from like a ancestor or a family member. They don't have to be passed away. So if they're not passed away, you inherited something from an elder. If they're passed away, you inherited something from an ancestor, is what this is. Okay, some type of spiritual gift or some type of gift, period. Doesn't have to be spiritual, but it could be a talent. You know, somebody could have been a musician or played the piano, you know what I mean? And now you play the piano, stuff like that. Yeah. I also feel like you have a lot to offer, Divine Masculine, to people, even if you think these people don't you don't have anything in common with these people. I feel like you have something to offer everybody, for real. Even if it's just a kind word or a how are you or some shit. You have something to offer everybody, despite who they are, what they look like, what color, whatever the fuck. I just feel like you're a gift to you're a gift to everyone. Yes, G. Come through, Booski. They be sleeping on your ass, don't they? You be coming through in our shit for real. You be doing better than the Divine Feminine sometimes in the readings. Like, wow, buddy. Wow. Give me another one. Some flipped over. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Ow. Okay, is what that card is. Then you got the ancestors at the bottom. So it's probably more so what I said about you inheriting an ancestor gift. Whatever this is that you possess, Divine Masculine, this quality, this gift, this talent, this pizzazz, this spark, this zhuzh, okay? I feel like it's a gift and a curse. So it's like, yeah, I'm able to do this, but as a result, you know, I can't do this thing, or this suffers as a result, or I have to be hella disciplined. This could be like an athlete. And it's like, yeah, I make money playing sports and everything, but shit, I gotta wake up early in the morning every day, train like for 12 hours a day. Like, it ain't no walk in the park type shit. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. I feel like you're like destined for something, or you were born to do something. Yes. And it's not easy, whatever this is, or born to be something, do something, create something, collab. I don't know. Okay, I just know it's not for the weak-hearted, okay, and the weak-minded. It damn showing for that, because weebles wobble, meaning whatever this is that you possess, you do, you have. Most people will fall and shit. They say you done wobbled a few times, but you never fall, G. You bend, but you don't break at all, and neither did your ancestors, though. That's why you inherited this, and I feel like you presented well. Whatever this is, like you're the new 2.0 version of whatever this is that runs in your blood and shit. I feel like you wear it well, you present it well, you do it well, you say it well, you whatever the fuck it well, okay? Yeah, you do. Some of you guys are fathers. You have all girls. You can have all daughters, Divine Masculine. You can have twins. Them little girls kind of look alike, but if they not, like, you know, that mean they born close together. Feel me? So you can have two daughters with two different baby mamas, and they like a 8 months apart or a year apart, because them little girls look awfully close in age, my G. They do. Some about a grandfather and a father. Some of you guys could be grandfathers. Some of y'all could just be fathers. If you a grandfather, obviously you a father, you know? So. Wobbly. It's something about an older man out here that got, I don't know if he got bad legs, bad knees. He wobbles though. Somebody could be on a walker, a wheelchair, a cane. It's an older person. Or that could, maybe you work for physical therapy. Maybe you are a physical therapist, or you're in physical therapy. It could be something like that. Give me another one. This is my temperance card, but this is the one like where it spiritually restricts you. This is because he got that cuff on his arm, that little boy. It's like, so you're not able to do something. Like spirit, almost like spiritually arrested is what that card is. And then you got the contract at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's what I said. Some people, you can do some things that people can't do, and vice versa, as far as whatever this quality is that you possess. This is like people being able to, I don't know, watch horror movies, and you can't watch horror movies because of your spiritual gift or whatever. It may open up a portal or some shit, so you restrict it. You know, everybody else went to go watch Sinners, but you wasn't allowed to. It's like this type of energy. You know, it's like a gift and a curse at the same time. And I guess that's not really a curse, but it's like you're set apart from a lot of people. But because of that, your restrictions are many. Yeah, you have a lot of like restrictions or some shit like that. But it's like, it's only given to like the king or the emperor. You know what I mean? The emperor can't be out just up in the streets and shit like the regular commoners can. He got to be in the palace. And everybody would say, oh, it's so great to be king. And you would say, it's cool, but I like to be outside with the people and shit. But you can't. It's hard being king. You know, is what this is. But that's just, you know, so shit. Booski, you coming through like a king or an emperor or something like that. Somebody name could be Martin, shit. Or Don, Donald, Donnie. Something about some kings, okay? Or somebody like, is that hockey? The Los Angeles Kings is what I heard. Or they Latin? Shit, I don't know. Let's move on. I saw some gang activity out here earlier. Okay. Let's move on. Put some on the for me, not for me, not for me. Some of y'all could still be in disbelief, divine masculine. Some of y'all about to be gifted with something, or you're going to give somebody something, and they're going to be in disbelief. Like they may damn near faint or fall over and shit. They don't, but they might. Some of y'all are also going to be restricted from helping somebody. They need to pick themselves up. So this could be used to helping somebody, giving somebody a handout, or whatever it is you've been helping somebody do, and so they don't fall down, because the weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. It's telling me you need to let this weeble wobble. Some of y'all go and don't even let the weeble wobble because you're scared of that it's gonna fall down. You're gonna be restricted from doing that. So it's like saving somebody, Captain Save a Hoe, or enabling somebody all the time so they don't get hurt or some shit like that. Some of y'all gonna be restricted from doing that because somebody has to learn, like everybody else gotta learn. Levine. Put some on them for me, not for me, for me. I'm gonna take the first one. Best sex ever, and it's reversed. Damn, this the worst sex ever then. Oh, I hope ain't nobody offering you no trash ass box. That's what this is. That box is trash. Okay, or somebody wee trash. Okay? Or somebody got the gift. This usually ain't my HIV AIDS card, but somebody got the gift out here. That somebody could have contracted something in prison. Side note, divine masculine, divine feminine, so be aware. Okay? But I just feel like somebody's sex game is trash. And maybe somebody trying to stay with this person. Some of y'all are with somebody, divine masculine, where you're not sexually satisfied, and it's like your loin's getting weak. You know, you may have your eye on somebody else, or you may be looking outside of some relationship or something like that. It says you wobbling, but you don't fall down. Yeah, you're gonna be restricted from cheating on this person or doing something behind this person's back, even if their sex game is trash. This will be like your spiritual team saying, well, leave that person if their sex game is trash. Don't cheat on them and shit. That's like what this is. They're not going to allow you to just be like all the other fuck boys and shit and just lie and cheat and all this other shit. They're like, leave her then. You know, if it ain't good, you ain't being satisfied. Yeah. It's better for you to do that than commit some type of adultery or some type of, you know, fornication behind someone's back and shit. It's better for you to leave that person. Like it says in the Bible, like, if you find yourself lusting after someone, it's better that you pluck that eye out as opposed to being thrown into, like, you know, hell, the pits of hell. It's like better to just blind yourself. You know, it's like this type of energy. Like, no, we rather just you not having it shit as opposed to your whole soul spirit being damned. You know, just leave it all together. It's something like that going on. You're being restricted, G. Period. Somebody's also being restricted from spreading this STD, thank God. Okay? I don't know how they're restricted from doing it. I mean, it doesn't feel like they are voluntarily doing it. You know what I mean? It feels like something's going on with somebody where they can't do it. So, I don't know. Or somebody going to jail for spreading out some STD to people and all this other shit, okay? Put some on the weebles wobbling, but they don't fall down. Organic farmer. Yeah, it's what I said about the weebles wobbling. You know, some may fall, some may not, but you still got to let the process happen. This could be your kids' divine masculine. Or it's like you don't want to see anything, you too divine feminine, right? Where you don't want to see them cry, hurt, in pain, or anything like that. But you know, that's just part of life. This is like somebody always being there for the kid. You know what I mean? To where they, you know, it's like never taking their training wheels off because you don't want them to fall off the bike. But now they look funny in front of all the other kids in the neighborhood who don't have training wheels on. It's like it's going to have the opposite effect eventually. You know? Like it's going to backfire on somebody. It's going to turn on somebody. So this is like letting your kid have everything. You know, when they get older and shit, they expect you to pay their rent, they this and that and that. It's like creating a monster is what this is. Some of y'all are going to be restricted from doing that or creating some type of situation where somebody's hella codependent on you when they could easily do for themselves. They're capable and able-bodied, okay? In the next 7 days. Yeah. Everybody goes through this. Organic farmer. You know, some weebles wobble, some fall down and shit. That's just how life is. Yeah. Or this is a relationship where some of y'all are unhappy in this relationship. It feels sexually. Like, you know, maybe you bored. I don't know. But I feel like whatever relationship this is, maybe you've been with this person a long time. Maybe y'all have kids. Maybe bills, you know, like life is lifing. I feel like that's what happens with couples, though. It says organic farmer. That means like marriages or relationships, they go through times where they're not really feeling each other in that way, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Some of y'all gonna be restricted from leaving somebody because it's just like it's just a phase. Yes, in the next 7 days, or restricted from doing something just because it's a phase you're going through. So it's like, no, don't quit your job. They just pissing you off right now. You know, when the winter time is over and shit, it'll calm down again. It's like this type of shit. Everybody gets stressed out. You know, it's like this. Don't make any rash decisions, divine masculine. Be aware. But I don't feel like you're going to be allowed to. It says you're not, man, I say that all the time. Man, your spiritual team come through. You know what I mean? Like, they don't let you fuck up at all. Divine feminine, they let us lose hair, get shit ripped out on the side, lose fingernails, toes, all types of shit. Your shit gotta be like, not my son. No, not my son. It's like, what? He be out here wilding, G, for real? For real, though. You the one. Some of y'all are about to quit something cold turkey, and it's not like you're trying. You just are. It's just run its course. So it's like, I just don't like it anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore. I just don't get the same sensation or the feeling or something like that. Okay? Put one on this spiritual restriction. What's this? Girl, did you not get this, divine feminine? Believes you are the most attractive person they've ever seen. And if you made it to Patreon, that's when I was like, damn, there's some man out here that's like smitten with your ass, girl. Like, he think you everything. He want to settle down and all that shit, right? It came out on the Patreon side. Yes, divine masculine. Is this you? So some of y'all are going to be spiritually restricted from messing around with other people because you're already like designated or designed to be with somebody, divine masculine. You're about to run into this person, or you've already seen or met this person. So some of y'all could want to stop dating, you know, all of a sudden. You know, that's why I said you're going to quit something cold turkey. You could be dating somebody else and you run into my homegirl. And you're like, man, that's the most beautiful woman, person, spirit I've ever seen. Like, that is the one and shit. And you just stop messing with all the other ones. You give her... You know, this is like the best sex ever reverse could be somebody that's abstinent as well. Like, they saving themselves. So I don't know if you saving yourself for somebody or somebody saving themselves for you, or just, you know, until they're married or some shit like that. And it's hard. Somebody out here, that weave a wobbling, G, like, man, I will, you know, that means you could be running into people that look good as fuck, like, man, I will fuck the dog shit out of your ass. But this a rando. This ain't the one that you want to be with. It's just, you know, somebody walking around with their ass out. And it's like, damn, you know? So, you're going to be restricted from doing that, though. I feel like there's something, if it's not someone divine masculine, it's something that's like been held for you, or like they keep saying designated or designed specifically for you. And as a result, it's like a blessing but a curse at the same time. So like, let's say there is a divine feminine for you, and you and her are supposed to like run this empire and be very wealthy and shit. But it's a lot of work to get to this person, or you know what I mean? It's just not time yet. And let's just say you out there dating, meeting people and shit. It's telling me like you're going to be restricted from like creating children or businesses or married or anything. Even if you think that you are going like with somebody else, you're not, G. Your spiritual team ain't going to let you. It's like, no, we have somebody for you, but you go out there and stick your toe in the water if you want to, but motherfucker, don't jump in and swim. We will yank your ass up out that pool. Yeah, it's like you can tread lightly is what they said. Yes. Oh. Something's already written for you, divine masculine. Like, it's already like in the book, in the ethers and shit of how your life is like going to be. And for some of y'all, your spiritual team is making sure that shit, make it enough. Hell yeah. Okay? They said make it enough. Somebody make you weak in the knees, divine masculine, or you make somebody weak in the knees when they see you, or when you, baby, when I see you, never know when you might walk by, so I gotta be right on time when I see. So it could be a woman that feels this way about you, that never knows when you might walk by, so she gotta be right on time when she see you. Oh. This like women fixing themselves up or making sure they're in the right place. They know what time you come outside, or your break, your lunch, or what time you get to the gym, or whatever the fuck, and they put themselves in position to be seen by you. Yeah, it's a lot of women that or people, shit, feel like both sexes, like both ours. Yeah, that have like they're attracted to you. Like, you make people literally weak in the knees. People may be offering you things. Somebody gonna offer you that tired ass pussy. I see you turning that shit down. Like, no thank you, man. Okay? But people may be offering you things, period. Like just want to do nice things for you, okay? Or this is you, someone else. You're attracted to somebody. Somebody wants to like take care of someone or just show their gratitude or appreciation, and it's not sexual because it says best sex ever is reversed. That may not necessarily mean it's the worst sex ever, but this could be somebody that could say it's not about sex, man, it's you. You know what I mean? It's something about you. I just want to be around you. I just want to be in your presence, you know, work with you, whatever the fuck. Oh, divine masculine. Yeah, somebody just want to be around. It's like they can't contain it no more. It's real feelings too. Organic farmer. This ain't no man-made shit. Somebody really feels like strong about you. So they could be, like I said, somebody could be saving themselves for you, meaning it could be a woman out here that's like, no, I know that's gonna be my husband one day. Like I just know, or God revealed it to somebody and they've been abstinent, or you know what I mean, saving themselves. Somebody being saved for somebody, or something being saved for you. Okay? Oh, I said it was a contract, didn't I? Oh, where is he in this? No. What kind of contract is this? Because this could be a work thing where you're destined to be king, like I said, emperor of the whole empire and the whole kingdom and shit. And it's like, so you can't be working at the Piggly Wiggly and shit, you know? So God make sure they don't call you back, because it's hard for a pimp right now to get a job. You could be filling out a bunch of job applications and you either getting turned down or they're not calling you back at all. You like, what in the entire fuck? Yeah, your spiritual team doing that. They're like, no son of mine will be at no Piggly Wiggly. You must be on the throne. Yeah, let them wait. Yeah, King Joffrey. Somebody, not let them wait. Somebody name could be Joffrey or Jeffrey or Jeff Hefe is what I heard. Yeah, who was that? James Earl Jones, was that his name? Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah, some of y'all have a really deep voice, but yeah, that was his name in Coming to America, King Joffrey. And then somebody was waiting on him and shit to come outside, and he was like, let them wait. Yeah, let them wait, bro. All right. What's this contract here that I'm picking up on that we saw? What is this that he must do? He must fulfill. You got the 5 of Cups. This being sick and tired or depressed or sad. But this could be other people. And then you got the still sick, the Peloton card. So shit, I don't know what this contract is. That's being sick, tired, depressed, regretful. And then you got the High Priestess here too. Whatever it is, it's been hard to get to. I don't know, because a lot of y'all, I guess they couldn't answer that. Like, durr, bitch. You know how many people watching? Facts. Whatever this contract is, I feel like it's been hard to get to, divine masculine, or hard to fulfill, or it seems out of reach. Like, you know, it could be in your wildest dreams and shit. You're like, man, that'll never happen and shit. You know what I mean? I ain't getting out of, you know? Wherever the fuck you live, some of y'all could feel that way. But I feel like that's the energy you need to get out of. Like, some of y'all feel like y'all are stuck in some type of rut or something like that, but it's your spiritual team doing it. So some of y'all could be going for things beneath you, and you like, why am I not getting shit? Because they don't want you working with at the Piggly Wiggly. They don't want you working with Tatiana. They rather you be unemployed and single, than to fuck with any of that shit. Yes, because you are King or Emperor Joffrey. You know, maybe you just ain't took the throne yet, is what it feels like. So you know what I mean, out here with the rest of us and shit, and it just feels like everything is going against you. But I feel like you're not meant to be a part of whatever you're trying to be a part of, or whatever you're trying to use to suffice or just get you by, you know, or just keep your company meantime in between time. Like, I feel like your spiritual team was like, I'd rather you be alone and meditate than be with a meantime in between time ass broad. Like, we got a whole wife for you. Fuck her, whoever this woman is. It's like, so why don't you just go work out or something? And it's like, you know, and all your boys could be dating and meeting people. You like, I can't meet a woman to save my life. Not one that I'm into. Yeah, it's meant to be like that. And some of y'all could be disappointed about that shit, as far as you don't understand what's going on. I feel like be aware they're not gonna let you settle, G. Be aware. I feel like your higher self is not letting you settle, and it's in alignment with God and your spiritual team, and that's why deep down you're not getting things that you would consider, or that are considered beneath you. For real. That's why. That's why the woman didn't call back or whatever, because you really didn't want her no way. She was good looking and all, but you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing really spectacular about the bitch, you know? And it's like, but I could have fucked with it though, none, is what you would tell me. And yeah, but it's like, you could have or you could have not have, even the way you answered it. Like, I could see myself fucking with it. Like, yeah, fucking with it, but not marrying it, not settle down with it, not getting no money with it, not impregnate, none of that shit. It's a waste of your time. It's like a seat filler. It's like a bread, chips, and salsa, my G. The God don't want you to get full on chips and salsa and bread and butter, my G. You know? So he smacked that shit out your motherfucking head and you like, but I'm hungry. And he like, yeah, but it's a whole meal coming. They just taking a long ass time at this restaurant, if that makes any sense. But he like, let them other motherfuckers who greedy and shit eat the bread, chips, and salsa. You act like you didn't have steak before, son, and sit down and relax. So you sit here and patiently wait for the waiter and shit to bring your food. But it's a good ass meal, okay? One fit for a king and shit. For sure. You not a chips and salsa, bread and butter motherfucker, okay? Is what they're saying. Okay, Booski. You just tired of waiting. You sick and tired of waiting and shit on your plate and you watching everybody else eat, but are they really eating or are they just eating chips and salsa, bread and butter? You know? That's what it feels like. Ain't nobody else got no meal out here if they can even afford it, or your meal comes first before everyone else. It's just the chef takes a long time to cook, but you eat first. It's something like that. And don't eat chips and salsa, bread and butter. That's for the commoners. I don't know where you live, okay? What you be running, okay? Some of y'all could be entrepreneurs or business owners or something like that, or managers, I don't know, supervisors, CEOs, head of, they said, Put one on this weird, this contract here, because this is the contract you have. Yeah, why are they coming out reverse? Owns an island in the Bahamas, but it's reverse. It's like, I'm lucky if I get to the Bahamas. Fuck owning it. It's like, yeah, you may be thinking too small, divine masculine or divine feminine. And that's why you haven't taken position yet. That's why I said whatever this is that's in your contract, it seems so far out of reach or so, they said, whimsical, you know? Or like something that, you know, like a when pigs fly type of energy. Like you would love to have it and be that and shit, but it's like you really don't see that in the way that everything is going. It's like, I don't really see that happening and shit. I feel like number one, that's what's keeping you kind of stagnant in the energy. Because it's like you're not going backwards as far as you're not going to be allowed to take something less than King Joffrey status. But it's like you got to believe you King Joffrey too. It's like, so you kind of stagnant in the middle. That's why you sick of some shit. It's like, what the fuck is going on? First, you got to realize you King Joffrey. Then you won't accept the bread, butter, chips, and salsa shit. You know? And it's like, but if you don't accept that you King Joffrey, your spiritual team gonna slap the chips and salsa out your hand. Like, don't you eat that. You like, what the fuck? I'm hungry. They like, yeah, but you're fit to eat a king's meal. And you like, but who was the king? It's you, G. You looking around like, I'm waiting on the king. He ain't came yet. Okay? It's you, my G, if that makes any sense. Or queen, divine feminine. You know, it's like this type of energy. You'll keep being like this. It's like when Pie May kept hitting Beatrix Kiddo in the head. Or remember when he threw that rice bowl? Remember she tried to eat with her hands? And he threw that shit on the floor. He said, you want to eat like the dog? Bitch, go be with the dogs then. And threw her whole rice meal on the floor and shit. Because she couldn't eat with them chopsticks. And she didn't understand. She like, man, I'm starving. You've been beating me in the head all day. My knuckles are bloody. I just want a taste of rice. A grain of rice on my tongue, milady. Like, please. Yeah, he like, well, then you going to eat like a person. You going to pick up them chopsticks and shit and you going to eat with honor. It's like this. It's like you may not be, you may be in between right now. Pretty much, if that makes any sense. That's this contract. So it's to become one of the greatest of something. Obviously, if they calling you the Black Mamba. Yes. Yes. Okay, Booski. Let's see if that's true. I feel like it is, though. Whatever you are, or you do, or you're destined to be or go, it's like great, divine masculine. It's fit for a king, G, is what they keep telling me. It's what you're hearing. Yeah. I feel like you feel like that too, but maybe you have a cap on your kingliness. Like, okay, like this, like somebody saying, okay, I can see myself making 6 figures, or, you know what I mean? Being a 6-figure-naire and shit, you know, but maybe it's a 7-figure-naire. You know what I mean? It ain't 6 like you think it's small. But some of y'all could just be humble, or you just comfortable or something. But the kind of heart that you have, like remember in the beginning, I was like, damn, people just gravitating towards you, want to be around you. It's like that's what makes a great king and emperor. Like people love you, my G. Like you're the one that needs to sit on the throne and shit. And you may be just cool where you are, but honestly, you may not even be cool where you are, because I just looked at the contract. It's like you want to be. It's like I want to be content, happy, grateful, you know, and you try to remain that way. I feel like you too, divine feminine, for everything that you have. But I still feel like God wants you to like want more. because your heart is in a good place. Whenever you want more, divine masculine, divine feminine, have you ever noticed that whenever you want more for yourself, it's automatically other people included or other things and shit? Like you automatically think of how you can help for the real ones and shit. You're not thinking about just mine, all in the bank, mine. No, if y'all ever really got that money and shit, y'all would like really make a big difference and shit, and like a change and shit. Make that change. Hell yeah. You know, Michael Jackson liked to donate and shit and help all types of people and shit, you know, whether he got noticed for it or not. It was like, I have so much, you know, but he knew he was Michael Jackson. Like, I can do it. Yeah, I feel like y'all need to have that energy, because that type of heart that you have is like, it's crazy, G, in a good way though. You know what I mean? Like somebody, an emperor or a king with a good heart is like hard to come by. Yes, that's why they keep slapping that bread and that butter and shit out your hand and shit, because you eating like a motherfucking peasant and shit out here, you know. But you hungry though, so I get it. It's like, I just want a little something and shit. I ain't trying to eat the whole loaf and shit. God, like, you have one slice, you gonna want the whole loaf and shit. I'm teaching you to be disciplined and patient. Wait for the meal. Wait for the big blessing. Where is he up in here? Well, they keep trying to flip out, but it came back. Okay, it is like my menu card, but this is also like my male reader card. That's my warlock card. And then you got the manifesting or wishing card, but that could just be the magician, because I don't feel like all that energy I'm picking up on is no warlock energy. You coming up as a creator, co-creator. God created us in his image, so this will be God, right? The man, and then that would be you. Coming up as a little girl. He created us in his image, meaning you able to co-create as well. That's what he teaching you how to do. You know what I mean? God's like, I command all respect, all honor, all praises and shit. I don't fuck with no bread and butter, no half-ass praises and shit. So it's almost like how he wants you to treat yourself. Not that you want people to praise you, but it's like, you know, like, have some dignity, some pride and shit. Act like you've been to a motherfucking restaurant before and shit. Tuck your shirt in, wipe the corners of your mouth. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you King Joffrey, act like it. You know, this type of shit. I don't know, bro. It's like, that's what brings this in. It's like the star card. So I do feel like you are bringing in something. It is a warlock out here. That's damn sure my warlock card again. That's the kitchen witch card and the warlock card. So be aware, my G. Okay? Yeah, or somebody out here doing spells or some shit. Divine man, it's a man that's out here doing spells and shit. Okay, on his children. Some of these men are doing, I don't know, this could be your daddy and them, or somebody in here doing spells on some relatives, some younger people. Okay, so side note from that. But as far as you, I feel like you're co-creating and you're bringing in your blessing, your prayer, your birthright is what this is. Yeah, you were born to be king or queen. Yeah, this is my ruler card. Born to rule and shit. Yeah, so like I said, they cooking up the meal in the kitchen. There it is right there. That's why they won't let you taste that bread and that butter and that salsa. They like, no, we got a special meal made up for you, my king. You know, something that's made for you and shit. Yeah, tailor made. Yes, G. You so dope, bro. I feel like them chips, bread, and salsa and all that shit, that's like women that's going out, wasting money, shopping, and I'm not saying you're not gonna indulge in, or I'm not even saying indulge, enjoy some of those things, but it's like going too hard on the shit, you know? You know, when you go to a restaurant, sometimes you be so hungry, you eat so much bread and drink the water at the table, you full by the time the food come. God, like, I don't want you to get down like that and shit. Then you miss the blessing and shit. It's not the same, you know? Then you gotta reheat some shit and all that. No, I want you to have some, you know what I mean? Some self-restraint. Yeah, some discipline and shit. Maybe one piece of bread, one piece of butter. Date one woman, see how she get down or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But don't date a bunch of them. Don't eat the whole loaf, son. You ain't even gonna be with the one slice and shit. You know, it's just experiencing things. Yes. Okay. All right, Booski. Y'all damn sure ordering something off the menu. Some of y'all could work for DoorDash or Grubhub or Uber Eats or something, or some of you guys are teachers. I see you teaching your kid how to read. Some of y'all, okay? Or reading to your children, spending time with them. That's what's up. Put one here on the man. This is you. Famous artist. Or shit, this is the shit that was passed down. It's the same energy here. So whatever was passed down to you, you have to be this King Joffrey energy, Emperor Joffrey energy, because somebody else is going to pick up the scepter when you get old. You know, and it's time to pass the torch down. That's why it's important for you to do. That's why you're restricted from doing certain things, because people are set to learn from you or inherit something or be inspired by you or motivated by you in order to make shit shake in the world. So it's like you're a big piece of the puzzle. You're like the conduit or the battery to some shit. That's why you must stay charged up. You feel me? Yeah. Some of y'all are famous or meant to be. Or a child is meant to be. Or something that you're doing is, you know what I mean, gonna be known by the whole world or some shit like that. Gives great messages. Look at that. Some of y'all could be speakers. Motivational speakers, or just, I don't know what you do. Yeah, something you do with your mouth. Oh, what you do with that mouth, boy? Okay. I feel like you got a pretty smile and shit. Real pretty teeth and shit. Oh, let me get off your way, boss. Yes. Some of you guys are writers, composers. Some of you guys could be readers. I don't know. You could be. As far as spirituality goes, but this was like, oh, whatever you are, divine masculine, somebody else did this shit in your family. Okay, this person's not here anymore, whoever this is. So it could have been like, you know, 100 years ago, you didn't even know this ancestor of yours, but you picked it up from them. That's what this feels like. And they too were spiritually restricted from doing certain things. This is like maybe whatever you do, your diet, you know what I mean? You can't eat burgers and fries like everybody else can, you know? And it's like, well, look at your body and shit. You know what I mean? Look how you know what I mean? How you don't eat fast food, let's say that way. But look at your body. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's having a positive effect on your mind and everything focused. Like, you know, it ain't just your body, it's everything else, what you put in it. It's like this type of energy here. And it's paying off, you know? But some of y'all just want to eat a burger and some fries. It's like, fuck. But you can't. You'll be that, man, everything will fall out the bottom of that bag. That bag will be so greasy, your burger and your fries will fall out the bottom and on the ground, G, in the parking lot type shit. And you'll be like, fuck, man, I really wanted that shit, man. Yeah, I know. God know. But shit, you on a strict regimen. Okay, whatever this is, spiritually, physically, mentally, it's something like that, okay? Yeah, you're King, they keep calling you King Joffrey, so shit, I don't know. Your name could be Eddie or Hakeem. I heard Malik as well. What was Arsenio Hall's name? Simi? Yeah. Your name could be. Okay. But I feel like you're not supposed to be having semi shit. Like, you know, bread and butter, chips and salsa, or Tatiana's like semi shit, you know? That was like his assistant. Yeah, that was the prince's assistant. Yeah, be aware of treating the assistant like they're a royal cabinet. They not. That's your assistant, G. So treat it as such. The bread and butter ain't your meal, G. That's like some shit on the table to tie you over until the meal gets there. That ain't the whole, you ain't supposed to get full on that shit. Yeah. Okay? If that makes any sense. I feel like you guys are being made to act like that in the next 7 days. Damn, bro. Your class is hard. They don't let you do nothing. It's like, yes, drill sergeant. Yes, that's what this is. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. This feels like boot camp. Some of y'all could be in the military, or somebody's training to be like a police officer or a fireman or the National Guard, some shit like that. And it's like restricting you as well. Like, you know what I mean? You can't do certain things. Or somebody in jail. You restricted there too. You can't do certain things. Jail built, you know what I mean? Some people built for that shit, you know? Some people like, no, my weebles gonna wobble as soon as they close the gate, okay? I'm terrified, okay? I ain't built for this shit. And somebody else like is. Not saying people should go to jail, but it's like, you know, like somebody ain't built for all them restrictions and tell you when to get up and when to eat and what to eat and how to shower and all. Somebody like, I ain't built for this shit, man, you know? And other people just are, you know? It's like, so I don't know what that got to do with anything, okay? Wow. I feel like you good, divine masculine. Just treat yourself better. And the people you have around you, make sure they're up to par. The food, the content, the music, whatever you watch, read, where you go, make sure that shit up to par, up to your standards and shit, King Joffrey. Anyway, we're about to go to Patreon. If you'd like to follow us there, please click the link in the description box below this video here on YouTube to follow us on Patreon. If not, Divine Masculine, that's been your reading. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single Divine Masculine. Still, thank you for visiting my channel, My Trippin' or Not Tarot. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your Do You Gear Your Life Like Deck, your Doll Face deck at theghettonun.com. And I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.